Might have got into the back of Eric Almirola. It could have been Dale Jr. that maybe pushed him in there a little.
What a great shot. You can see right there, Matt Kenseth. He just rolls around on him.
Yeah, especially that first car.
This, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17. He threads the needle and gets through. 48 of Jimmy Johnson into the wall, coming out of turn 3. Backs it into the wall.
Flat or something.
A little contact there between he and Casey Kane.
Here having an issue. Such a fast racetrack. Yeah, I think he had a problem. That's an odd place to lose the car up on the top of the S's. So
Jeff, I don't know if it's going to be that odd this weekend. I think the low downforce, that is going to be a low grip area of the racetrack.
Looks like we got a replay here, guys, of Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming to turn 1 and just loops it around there. Oh, the 5 got a little loose in front of him, and that's easy to do.
We have Jimmy Johnson either into or next to the tire barrier.
That's a hard lick for Jimmy Johnson now as he comes off the end of the front stretch and basically wheel hop the car going into turn 1.
Ooh, we've got trouble here. The 10 car of Danica spun off. Looks like the carousel, guys.
So this theme of spinning with not many laps turned continues. Trouble here for Kurt Busch exiting turn 1.
There's some damage on the right front of that car, Lee. It looks like he spun out, but the right front has a wrinkle above the tire.
The reason for the stoppage in this one, folks, is Boris Said making his final Monster Energy Cup Series appearance after some 31 years of racing. This is what happened to Boris in the inner loop.
Yeah, it just looks like he overcooks the entry. Couldn't commit to that first right-hand turn. The back was moving around a little bit. Perhaps some wheel hop or just a loose condition. Has to abort, go straight, and heavy damage.
What happened there, Steve, is that Keselowski is right behind Kurt Busch. Well, Keselowski cannot carry the speed, just like on the interstate.
Listen.
Be ready, be ready, be ready. Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard. One outside, one outside.
Got into the wall, and here it is. How did it happen?
Well, you can see all that debris. We saw that earlier. We saw Ricky Stenhouse Jr. committed to the throttle. He went up the racetrack, but he didn't get up quite as high as Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch just out of the groove, and this is what we see with a newer paved racetrack. The outer groove just has no grip, Marty.
And Jeff, this place looks smooth. It looks easy, doesn't it? But when you're doing 203 miles an hour, you're trying to get every little bit you can. Steve and I are sitting here looking at the damage. What do you think, Steve? Are they going to have to go to a backup car here on the 18, or is all that fixable?
Well, you see the body damage. I think the body damage is repairable. The concern I have is when you look at the tire, zoom right in on the tire, the sidewall, the wheel, the lettering is gone, and there's actually some marks on the wheel. That tells me that it is significant contact. So before they worry about the body, this team is going to get underneath the car, look at the rear suspension, get underneath the front of the car, look at the front suspension, look at the chassis. They're going to have to decide that before the decision will be made, backup or primary. If think about, oh my goodness.
That was a big impact. Middle 1 and 2.
Huge hit for Jimmy Johnson.
We can rotate it right around. Yeah, new car, guys.
Yeah, there's no reason to look at that one. That one is destroyed.
Wow. This is off the back of a massive turnaround from qualifying to practice earlier this morning.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to make practice.
So you heard Chad, basically, you heard Jimmy say, listen, guys, it's a backup car. Chad doing the right thing. Listen, guys, 30 some odd minutes left in practice. No panic. Let's get the other car out, take our time.
As he drives into turn 1, car is way loose on corner entry.
Oh.
You hear Daniel out of the gas. He knows the 5 is coming up, and he knows the 5 isn't.
Round. We got a caution. Michael McDowell, Paul Menard.
Same thing we've seen all day. You're just underneath another car, side by side. You just do not have the grip. All the air gets pulled off your car.
Dylan and Jeffrey Earnhardt just moments ago here at Bristol Motor Speedway. A lot of damage to
collected. Something happened.
But that's Thunder Valley. Things happen, and they happen in a hurry. Jeffrey Earnhardt nowhere to go, running.
Big wreck for the 24 of Chase Elliott just happened. The white cross. Take a look. The contact there with Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick was exiting the top. Look,
you know, I think the 4 was trying to go around the lap car and just didn't know Chase Elliott was there.
Hard into the wall is the 34. Big hit.
That was a big hit. Big impact on the inside wall. Just touched the inside wall, then comes back around.
And around goes the 18 of Kyle Busch. And so it happens quick here at Darlington.
Yeah, see the right front's down. I have a feeling, I mean, just stop, right?
Drive the wrong way and come back in pit lane. In case you got a tire go down.
Doesn't look to be any damage to
right
the
front
car.
flat.
Yeah, the right side seems to be intact, like he didn't get into the wall. But it is a difficult racetrack, especially obviously if you got a tire down. We see Kyle Busch right up against the wall.
Yeah, just came around on him, just trying to make speed, leaving the corner. And I mean, he has a right front down. That's just from it sliding right here.
Yeah, he does a really nice job, though. You see the rear tires spinning on purpose to drive it off the wall. Then he locks the tires up.
Probably when the right front tire goes down when he locks them up here.
And he just goes for a big, long slide. Then does a nice job of getting off the brakes, I think. No, he just comes to a stop. Doesn't get into the out or the inside wall.
This racetrack, 1.366 miles. So we're talking about his right front tire is down. It is down, but they have
Very, very loose. Tries to correct, overcorrects hard into the outside wall a couple times. Pretty heavy damage.
And it will be an attack featuring some new names. If you haven't heard about this Jones boy and number 7.
Just kind of catch the end as they're down. Probably happened trying to go side by side down into turn.
Looks like he has a flat tire at this point. The car's spinning. Quite a bit of damage all the way around the car. No, I'm mistaken, because right there you saw the
and a caution in turn 2. The 38 goes around. So David Reagan will bring out the 7th caution of the night.
You can see he was very loose as soon as he got on the apron. I'd say a great job, not a good job, a great job to keep from hitting the